You are listening to Christian Audio's production of Living Life on Purpose, Discovering God's Best for Your Life by Lysa TerKeurst. This book is read by Sarah Zimmerman. This audio recording was produced in 2016 by Christian Audio, which owns the copyright. No portion of this recording may be reproduced for any reason without prior written consent from Christian Audio. This edition issued by contractual arrangement with Moody Publishers, originally published in English as Living Life on Purpose, Discovering God's Best for Your Life, copyright 2000 by Lysa TerKeurst, all rights reserved. Please visit christianaudio.com, facebook.com/Christian Audio, or twitter.com/Christian Audio to offer your impressions of this work and to explore additional titles. Introduction. I feel it's only fair that I tell you a few things before you read this book. If you are looking to read a book written by someone who has mastered this thing called life, you might be disappointed. If you are seeking marital wisdom, you might not like the fact that I've raised my voice beyond an acceptable decibel level a time or two. If a woman whose children daily rise and call her blessed is what you want, please don't call my home before 8 a.m. on a school morning. My children might call me something, but it probably would not be blessed. I've been known to try to improvise using lip liner as eyeliner, not realizing that red and brown are not as close as I would have liked on the color chart. Then I couldn't get the mess off and had to walk around with red clown eyes for 3 days. My house isn't always perfectly clean, my accounts aren't always balanced, and chocolate is a major weakness during most dieting attempts. I struggle at times just like you, but I have found that by doing the things I write about in this book, life has become more meaningful, manageable, and enjoyable. I want to always be on a continual journey toward discovering God's best for my life. Living my life on purpose is something I believe honors God and gives me peace. I know that I'm doing what He created me to do. Knowing this adds a dimension of value to everything I do, which was a missing link in my life for so long. God has taken me on quite an adventure to teach me these insights. Let me give you a glimpse of my life before I had a plan. 10 years ago, I could have been voted least likely to ever write a book on living life on purpose. I was a schedule rebel who thought planning was for people who had no desire for excitement in their dull, well-organized lives. Well, God has such a sense of humor. He had plans for my life that I could never have imagined. When I was single, I knew I needed to get a better handle on balancing my life, but decided that I'd put it off until I was married. Then I got married and decided to put it off until I had children. By the time our first child arrived, I was totally overwhelmed. All I could see was a disorganized home, a struggling marriage, an overweight body, and a baby who didn't like to sleep. I started praying that God would bring other women into my life so maybe I could learn from their experiences. It wasn't long before God answered my prayers, and a friend asked me to join her in writing a newsletter based on Proverbs 31. Great, I thought. I love to write, and I'll get to meet other women. This is just what I've been praying for. Then I went home and read Proverbs 31. My response then became less than enthusiastic. Excuse me, God, I know you've never been known to make a mistake, but this time you seem to have forgotten a few of the qualities that you and I know about me. You are asking the woman who not only doesn't know how to make coverings for beds, but went almost a year not knowing she was supposed to wash her sheets. And about this issue of considering a field before she buys it, well, that's just not me at all. I charge, literally, full steam ahead, and if that card gets rejected, I'll just write a check. I figure as long as I have checks in my checkbook, I must have money in my account. Then there's the thing when her children rise up and call her blessed, and her husband praises her. Well, I don't mean to question you, God, but my family does not always sing my praises, and the last time I rode by the city gates, I was speeding and honking so loudly, I must have missed that award ceremony they were holding to praise my works. Well, after I got through with my little tantrum, the Lord posed an important question. Are you through? Good, because now I can begin. The Lord had wonderful plans to shape me, mold me, and yes, use me for His glory. I couldn't see past the dirt on the kitchen floor. Then I found out we were
Sample complete. Ready to continue?